Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship.
Need to know who you are.
Avraham Yemini, Rebel News, on my thing.
Okay.
Your intimidation tactics are not going to work.
I'm not trying to intimidate.
All right, yeah, you are, because you know exactly who I am, mate. Yemini here for Rebel News, just heading into Melbourne CBD to cover today's lockdown protest. We have no idea what we're going to find there and how the police are going to respond, whether it's going to be like what we saw the other night where they let the protest happen, or we're going to have a return of those brutal enforcement scenes we've seen at the previous 3 lockdowns here in Melbourne. So we're just going to head up to the protest upstairs. But before we get there, I want to make sure you know what's happening, because on Tuesday, YouTube, you may not know this, they're changing their terms of services, which means that Rebel News may be pulled off by then. So, to ensure that you can always get our reports and they can't stop you from seeing the other side of the story, head over to yeminireport.com right now. Give me your name and email address. That way, even if on Tuesday they do shut down our channel, I can send you the reports. yeminireport.com. So, a return to the old scenes we've seen in Melbourne over the 3 previous lockdowns, where police have basically a portable station where they process everybody that they arrest.
I am a model citizen. I've never been arrested in my life.
Well, you just said you have been arrested.
Never been until now.
Okay. Are you under arrest?
No, I'm not. I've done nothing wrong. Done nothing wrong.
You're in Victoria, you're guilty until proven innocent.
That's right. Who are you working for?
Time to go to your car.
I know who you're working for. You're on the good side. This is the evil side.
We under one law. So if I said I'm Aboriginal,
Sorry, move on.
is that...
What do you mean?
Move on.
We're
Move on.
doing
I
our
don't
job.
want you here. No, I don't want you. We should.
We've been through this. We've been through this.
And they can provide appropriate services to them. But they have
why is
services.
their services different to
You can't move me on, mate. Sorry.
I don't want you here.
I'm not, a lot of people don't want you here, but you're here.
Well, mate, I've got a job to do.
I've got a job to do.
Have you got some idea on you?
Yeah, we've been through this here, and the legal department already went through this. So,
Well, I'm leaving my mask on. So they give an extra.
So
Give them
they
support.
work
Give them
under a
support.
different law, the
Not
Aboriginal.
different law, it's different support, it's an external
They get
stakeholder.
different support.
Okay, can you get a metre and a half away, please? Metre and a half away.
So that's just an external support to help you. That's services that
look at this. This is abuse of power. They don't have the power to act like this. They don't have the power to act like this. Pushing media they don't want here. Can't do that. This is a park where no one wants them here, but they're doing their job. I'm doing my job. I'm not going to be intimidated by a gun and a badge, nor should you. How you going, guys? Yeah, good. Doing my job. Yeah, that's fine. I did.
He's asked you before to step back.
No, he's asked me to get away because he doesn't want me here. That's very different, and you're breaking my metre and a half. Same thing.
Yeah, is the reason you don't have a mask on for them?
Yep. We've been through this with your legal department about 5 minutes ago. You might want to ask your superiors about it.
I'll ask you.
You don't have to wear it when you're working like this.
Is that right?
Yeah, go. Call the media. Call the department again.
And your name?
Avraham Yemini.
Do you have your media pass?
Not on me, no. You don't. Mate, you want to call your superiors, you're going to go through this again.
I just need to know who you are.
Avraham Yemini, Rebel News, on my thing.
Okay.
Your intimidation tactics are not going to work.
I'm not trying to intimidate.
All right, yeah, you are, because you know exactly who I am, mate.
So you're working for media, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You're spraying the media department, no issues.
Yep.
You don't have to wear your face mask while you're doing
Yep.
this, but just make sure that if you're just talking to you guys that you do put your face mask on first,
Yep.
okay?
I'm going in and out of it, but I don't appreciate where they tell you that they don't want me in the park, so I've got to go, because if we go by that logic, most of the people in this park don't want you in the park.
Okay, listen to this.
So do you see how, if you want to apply that logic, it's got to be even?
Are you going to let me speak?
What?
Like I said, we've accepted that you're media. Okay,
Oh, thank you. You've accepted. No, but I don't need you to, because I don't need you, because I've come here from the minute I've walked here, and you guys have been confrontational.
Let's go.
There you go. They want you to work with them when it suits them, but they could come up and confront you at any time. That is the definition of a police state. And everybody at home that's apathetic, you let this happen.
Pack themselves into little buses and right next to each other. And look, they're not social distance. Look at that.
Sir, have you seen any large groups gathering here today?
There's a large group of police here today that are all in violation of social distancing requirements, so it's a disgrace in my view.
Disgrace. I think you should go find them. Police have come here literally by the busloads, crammed into buses, to gather in a park by the hundreds to stop tens from coming together in a park that can safely hold thousands. Do the maths. This is all for your health. Have you been fined by police yet for not wearing a mask? I think I got a no. We need to call police. Hello.
If you do not go, you're going to get arrested. Move
I
on.
don't care, all right?
Move on.
I'll wait.
Mate, how is this for public health? You're not even a metre and a half from her. How does that make any sense? He's in her face in a wide park
You're a liar.
for your public health.
You're a liar. You've got it recorded. You came up to me.
1.5 metres, don't gather in large groups unless you're the law.
You're a liar.
How do you feel about the fact that there's about 10 or 20 to 1 protests, probably even more now, in police?
It's not surprising. I've walked by many of them and I've gone, where were you guys when Apex was roaming the streets, robbing people, you know?
The police officer guided me over to that patch of grass and said, where would you like to sit? And I went, just here.
So you sat there alone
Yep,
with police permission, and then a group of police
yep.
came and broke your social distancing safety bubble of corona safe space to detain you.
Harvey, you're hilarious.
I'm not being funny, I'm just trying to get
Pretty much.
That's what happened?
Pretty much.
You should probably sue them for putting your life at risk. They're trying to stop people from mass gathering and stopping them.
No comment, man. You said it.
That's like taking heroin to stop yourself from overdosing on heroin.
That's it.
Did you get arrested?
No, kidnapped. I'll tell you something. Arrest, there needs to be a crime. For a crime, there needs to be a victim where a man or a woman has been wronged. So it's a kidnapping. Mind my own business.
Were you fined?
I don't get fined because I'm a man.
I was offering him hugs and they were enamoured and they politely refused, which was really nice, and they appreciated me calling one of them handsome as well. So I know.
You sound like a sex pest.
No, I'm a free living woman.
So numerous arrests and obviously fines in the mail for people alone or in pairs in a massive park. Meanwhile, as you can see, police gathered together right now. It's kind of dispersed. But before, we saw hundreds of police here, all to stop people from gathering. Yemini for Rebel News in Melbourne, Australia. If you enjoyed this report and you find it important, make sure to like, comment and share, because the mainstream media, they will not tell the other side of the story. And if you want to ensure that you can continue to get the other side of the story, sign up at yeminireport.com right now, because on Tuesday they are changing the terms and conditions of YouTube and we may not be there. yeminireport.com right now. And if you want to be part of my fight against the state, go to standwithavi.com. We're in the Supreme Court and we're going to take it all the way to the High Court if we have to. Standwithavi.com. We've got an update coming soon. Love you all, guys.